Of course, we're still talking about Nigerian Decides 2023. I am Precious Chukudi, and of course, I'll be speaking with Mr. Bukola Idowu, Director of Impact Development Initiative, and we're going to be talking about INEC's preparedness for 2023 elections. Of course, you're welcome, Mr. Bukola. You're welcome, Mr. Bukola.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
All right, let's delve in and talk about INEC's preparedness, and let's talk about the lateness this morning. Some centers are yet to have INEC officials at the polling unit, and speaking about how INEC has come, back to back every week, assuring us that they are ready for today's election. What can you say about this?
Well, I think over the years, one of the things we need to understand about INEC and our elections is that our elections are progressing, but over the years, the communication pattern of INEC has remained the same. And by that, I mean from 2011 that election was treated in 2011, 2016, and 2019. Now, and two of them were treated because of logistics reasons. And one of the things you will notice in 2011 and in 2019, because it was treated for logistics reasons, was INEC keep assuring Nigerians that they were ready until we got to the field and find out that the reverse is the case. One of the things we have seen in this election, and just coming back from the field to the situation room, you find out that you have a lot of late arrivals, and this is right at SCC. This is right at Abuja. And I'm just coming from polling unit near the National Collation Center. I'm just coming. I also visited polling unit just in front of the defense headquarters, and this is not even in the interior part of Abuja, but this is right at the center of Abuja. And then you find that just at 11 o'clock, elections have not even commenced. Now we got to a place, 10 o'clock, the INEC officers are just arriving. And then we have also gotten feedback from our over 1,000 monitors we deployed across the state in Nigeria. And I can tell you the story is the same. So one of the things we have also seen that is responsible for this is because most of the INEC officials and other staff left the last center late. So it's good for some, it could be the reason being that probably transportation issues, and for some it could just be mixed up in trying to sort out election material. But all in all, I mean, the assurance they gave us is that they are ready 100%. Without making excuses for them, this is not good. And with what we have seen now, there is a projection now from our end that this election might likely run late into the night.
All right, still speaking about, conveying materials to polling units. We've seen videos of, some INEC officials carrying these materials on bikes, and we've seen some vehicles break down and people helping them, pick up materials. Is it not too sensitive to have that kind of scenario, basically?
So I think it's too sensitive and it's too early to have that in the election, and we shouldn't even have it. Either it's too early or sensitive, we shouldn't even have it. And I tell you, this is the 7th election we will be conducting to return to democracy in 1995. So you expect the whole process to have been perfected. So what it means is that you can even do the calculation. CBT spent 16 years. APC is just at the 8th year now, and so add the two together, you have 24 years. After 24 years, you can still not conduct elections that is fair. So, and that is what some of the concerns some of us have been raising about the marriage between INEC and the NURTW, because you provided by these people at times could be rickety and could be one that will break down on the road. And that alone, again, number one, is a potential for violence. Number two, is also an indication that, look, election could deliberately start late in some places. So we shouldn't even have this. I think by now, INEC will have perfected the issue of logistics. If they need to extend their partnership beyond NURTW, I think they need to.
All right, INEC, created extra polling units only to counsel them. Is this not part of the disorganization? And how do you think this is going to impact the elections?
No, INEC did not cancel those polling units. There are about 240 polling units that doesn't have any registered voter. So what it means is that polling unit was created by INEC. In 240, we did not have registered in that place. Or at the point of registration, people did not put that location as where they are going to vote. So instead of deploying people into that place and then they will just be sitting with nobody coming, and they decide the election is not going to hold in those places. And having said that, from the onset, the arrangement has been for 176,846 polling units. So we expect that the 240 polling units are cancelled to be an added advantage to INEC in terms of the staff and the laws like that, so that they will have surplus staff to work with. But of course, this is still where we are now.
What do you think happened there? I mean, is it that there was not enough awareness for people to eventually go out there to get their PVCs? If, we're getting to a point where INEC had to, counsel those polling units because there were no registered voters?
So it could be issue of announcement. It could be issue of announcement. It could be issue of publicity. And one thing you need to understand again is that INEC needs to communicate effectively if they need to carry people along, and that is the challenge. And that is even better because beforehand you already know that there is not going to be election in those polling units. But in most of the polling units we visited today, and we have seen that report across board, is that people even get to the polling unit where they register and they have been moved to another polling unit and they were not aware. So where you voted in 2015 and you voted in 2019, you get to the 2023 and then you said you are no longer there and you are not aware. That, I think, to me, that alone is worrying, and it shows how ineffective our communication can be.
All right, let's talk about Newi South, the discovery of PVCs by hunters, and also, in some places in Lagos, Oshodi, Solo, Agor Palace, people have discovered abandoned PVCs. What do you think about that?
So, and that is one concern we need to even and we need to ask ourselves. In most of those states you just mentioned, there is none of those states less than, according to the data INEC released, that is less than 88% PVC collection. And then you still have huge PVC in the bush, abandoned and somewhere. So and that also calls to question the integrity of the number of PVC collection rate released by INEC. That's number one. Number two is that it also means INEC needs to communicate and come out to Nigerians and tell Nigerians, why are we having PVC in these places? So because PVC is part of sensitive material, as a matter of fact, you can't even collect PVC by process. So you can't even, they don't even post PVC to go physically to collect your PVC. So what it means is that whole system has been compromised, sort of. And if INEC say, look, these are abandoned and these are PVC that are no longer in use, then what is the policy? What is the procedure? What is the standard operating practice of disposing some of these PVC? And that is key. You need to know this because somebody needs to communicate to Nigeria. Because if you don't communicate in clear time, then you will begin to put the integrity of the election we are having now, we are beginning to put that in doubt.
All right, let's talk about logistics. Now, in every state, NERT operation is under state government, and for the sake of fair play, do you think this is right? Especially as
This
it
is
regards for them.
absolutely not right, and we bring that.
You can go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Yes, we bring that concern. We bring that concern severally. This is absolutely not the best to do. So you have in most of these states that the NURC is part as the partisan, and at the same time, in some of those states, they find out that they are loyal to the party in power in those states. So when you see most of these things, you now find out that look, why are we? It's just like if a political party is in control of the National Union of Road Transport Workers in that particular place. So you are actually saying that you are using that political party agent to also move materials, election materials, which is not good. And I think INEC need to begin to look beyond AURTW. We can't keep having this every election year.
All right. For the sake of subsequent elections that would happen in the future, why do you think that we can't deploy the services of the armed forces instead of the NURT?
Number one, you can hire the services of the armed forces. That is number one, of course, and you will know that in terms of safety, INEC decided to make use of CPS to keep their material. They don't keep these materials in their office, so they use CPS. So they should also be able to use armed forces. That is number one. Number three, you could also use private logistic companies. You have a lot of them that to help in terms of moving election material. So it's also very important to start looking at this scenario. It's not every time, and I think systematically we should begin to look beyond NURTW. You can even use combat security forces to transport. You look at private logistic companies, and then you can also look at some of the government establishments that have good pool of cars, and that can also work.
All right, so let's touch on the beavers marching. Already, one of the reports that we got today is that in some places it has started to pose as a problem for people who want to vote. And of course, we're looking at the beavers machine as a game changer. And this is one of the reason why INEC has been assuring us that we're going to, be sure of what we're going to get today at the end of the voting of today. What do you think about that?
Well, with what we are seeing in some places, Beavers is working well in some places, and in some places it has been a total mess. So what it means now is that it is too early, and in those places we expect we expect that those Beavers machines should be changed, and at the same time, in those places we need to call the technician, the aspect, people to see to come and fix that. However, one of the things you are likely going to number one, that the Beavers malfunctioning and lead to violence, because that could mean that some people are likely going to be disenfranchised. Number two, it's also going to make the election to go late into the night. And in some places, the election might be cancelled to be conducted the following day. So whichever way, it's a big cause for concern.
All right, before you go as an observer, can you give us some of the reports that you have gotten at your end?
Well, I think the report we've gotten again now is that in some parts of the north, we see high cases of vote buying going on. And to my greatest surprise, some even they are buying in foreign currency. So that alone is something discouraging. So we expect that elections, people should just be able to go out and vote for whoever they want, but inducement is also an electoral offense. So we think we have to do better, we can do better. But we've received that report of both sides. We received the report of late commencement in the majority of the states we are monitoring. And of course, another good thing is to look at the turnout, not comparing the turnout with the register now, but just doing like an head it looks like people actually turn out for this election.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bukola Idowu, Director, Impact Development Initiative. Thank you for sharing your perspective with us on Nigeria Decides 2023. Thank you so much. Also, remember that you can equally like, share, and subscribe on all our social media platforms. To get up-to-date stories on the elections, go to our website, www.vanguardngr.com. I am Precious Chukudi, and thank you for watching.